Aprilia threat merely a mirage for Ducati's dominance? Numerical analysis proves that the Borgo Panigale machine remains unmatched, yet Aprilia is not standing still. They have just unveiled the most radical RS-GP aerodynamic package, a massive effort to change race results, not just top speed. But while these two giants engage in a technical battle, a major manufacturer is preparing behind the scenes. Honda. After successfully escaping the lowest concession rating, Honda now faces an engine freeze starting from the 2026 Thai GP. The question is, can Aprilia's radical development succeed in toppling the king of MotoGP before Honda joins the freeze, or has Ducati already set a technical standard that is impossible to catch in this new era of regulations? The undeniable growth shown by Aprilia this year has led many to boldly claim that the recent dominance shown by Ducati is threatened by the power of the Noale manufacturer, which found a pillar that could not be offered by Jorge Martin, who became a martyr due to injury. However, delving into the data from this season makes one think that the much-talked-about stagnation of Ducati is nothing more than a hallucination. That the absolute numbers for the Borgo Panigale brand throughout this year are worse than in previous years is a fact. Among other things, this is because the previous year was a record season for the red bikes, which amassed 19 wins out of a possible 20, or 95%, as well as 53 podiums out of a total of 60, 88.3%, and monopolized the 3 podium spots in 14 Grands Prix. Overall, Ducati scored 722 points out of the 740 points contested, achieving a success rate of 98%. Brutal. This time, their record did not reach that level, but it was not too far off either. 17 wins from 22 races, 77.3%, with 4 different riders. Plus, 44 podiums out of 66, 66.6%, and 7 Grands Prix where 3 Ducati riders dominated the podium. All this yielded a total of 768 points out of a maximum of 814 points, which is 94%. The luxury of MotoGP 2024 has subsided, but whether the statistics for 2025 will be less convincing compared to the previous year is still unclear. First of all, because, with the existing numbers, we are talking about the second-best season in the company's history. At the same time, there are several elements that have had an undeniable impact on this decline. Of all these factors, 2 played a significant role. Ducati has gone from competing with 8 bikes to 6 bikes, and Marc Marquez, their spearhead, suffered a serious injury at the start of the Indonesian Grand Prix, and as a result of the injury to his right arm, which has brought a lot of pressure, he missed the last 4 races on the calendar. Coincidentally or not, 3 wins, Australia, Portugal, and Valencia, out of Aprilia's 4 wins this season were achieved when Marquez was not on the track. It should also be noted that, up until the Australian MotoGP, the first race where Marc was absent, Ducati had won 16 of the 18 races held, with the only exceptions being Silverstone, where Bezzecchi won because Fabio Quartararo's Yamaha engine broke down, and Le Mans, where rain provided an impossible opportunity for Johann Zarco and Honda under normal conditions. However, Pramac's departure from Ducati, becoming a Yamaha satellite team from this year onwards, also means that the red manufacturer has lost 2 Desmosedici units on the grid, 25% of its potential. Not just any loss, but a quarter of the 2024 MotoGP champion team, which collectively secured 3 wins and 16 podiums, all signed off by the champion, Martin. If you thought Aprilia was only chasing Ducati's top speed, think again. Amidst the silence of the Valencia post-season test, Aprilia Racing delivered the biggest surprise. The most radical RS-GP aerodynamics package they have ever brought to the track. This is not just a new wing. According to technical director Fabiano Sterlachini, this is a new philosophy. The goal is no longer to focus on a single area, but rather to enlarge the performance cover in all aspects. They totally revamped the front wing, installed side fairings with larger downwash ducts, and even brought 2 rear wing options. The logic is brilliant. Increasing drag during braking for exceptional stability, while maintaining the perfect aerodynamic coefficient during the acceleration and cornering phases. In short, Aprilia wants to have the exact aerodynamic coefficient in every phase of riding. After a sensational end to the season, bagging 4 wins, Aprilia is now looking ahead to 2026. Sterlachini affirmed that they will no longer be obsessed with comparing themselves to Ducati. There is only one way to improve your performance. Improve your performance compared to the previous bike, he asserted. With this radical innovation, Aprilia is sending a strong message. They don't just want to catch up, they want to set a new level of performance. After a fierce struggle, Honda finally achieved a significant victory. They successfully graduated from the embarrassing D concession category. This is big news, signaling a dramatic comeback achieved by HRC throughout the 2025 season. However, with this comeback comes a challenging new rule: the engine freeze. MotoGP technical director, Danny Aldridge, has confirmed that Honda will join Ducati, Aprilia, and KTM in the 850 cubic centimeters engine freeze starting in 2026. But, fortunately for HRC, the freeze does not apply immediately. Honda has a brief but crucial golden window. They can continue to push the development of their RC213V engine through winter testing, the 2026 pre-season, and even until the first round of the new season. Their deadline for homologating the final engine design? The 2026 Thailand Grand Prix. After that date, their engine specification will be locked, unless their performance drops back below the 35% constructors' point limit. The implication is clear. Private testing for Honda riders is indeed gone, but the LCR rookie, Diogo Moreira, is still eligible to participate in the Sepping Shakedown. Meanwhile, Yamaha is now alone in D ranking, enjoying full concession freedom. However, for Honda, the real challenge has just begun. Can they maximize every remaining hour until the Thai GP to create a competitive engine before the development gates are tightly closed?